Joining me now is Entrepreneur Share CEO Joel Shulman. Joel, good to see you. Thank you so much for being here. What's driving markets so far from your standpoint?
Well, lately it's been the AI trade, although that's coming off a little bit. We're seeing obviously a lot of excitement with IPOs. So it's all about SpaceX right now, and then we have Anthropic and others coming out later this year. A lot of excitement there. Space is obviously a big category. We've seen 22 ETFs dedicated to just space alone. Our ETF is obviously, in the mix with the SpaceX position. So a lot of excitement right now.
Absolutely. There's also been a lot of excitement on semiconductor stocks. Now, Broadcom is a problem this morning. The stock is down about 16%, and that's leading tech lower. But take a look at semiconductor stocks year to date. This is where the money has been, John. As you mentioned earlier, you've got names like Micron Technology soaring year to date. Prices for memory have been going up, and you're also seeing an incredible amount of demand. John, speak to that move in some of these semiconductor names year to date.
Demand is not going away anytime soon, but you have to realize that given these gigantic gains, you're looking at very high PE ratios for these stocks, and the higher the PE ratio goes, the greater is the downside risk in the event that some bad news pops up.
Micron's already a $1,000 stock. It's up 251% year to date. Intel's up almost 200% year to date. You mentioned that earlier, government taking a 10% stake in that. Taiwan Semi up 41%, Joel. Is this where you're seeing interest still from investors?
Well, to John's point, I mean, we're seeing somewhat frothy levels right now, and Broadcom, that's been a big benefactor, is showing the weakness in that type of trade. So it's down, as you mentioned, 14%. It's bringing down the whole market. So we're probably going to see a shift right now. Again, a lot of valuation levels are stretched. We're seeing now multiples almost 2001. Multiples in many cases greater than 50 to 1 market cap to revenue. And I think there's a valuation play that's going to be repositioning things here in the second half of the year.
No, SanDisk, by the way, up 630%. You see that one? SanDisk is leading this move. Meanwhile, it's a perfect time to go public with all these moves, right, Joel? SpaceX confirmed what we reported yesterday. They want to raise a record $75 billion for the IPO. They're going to sell 555 million shares, priced at $135 a piece. It would value the company at $1.75 trillion. We just spoke with Jared Isaacman about space. This company is doing incredibly well. It's likely going to trade on the NASDAQ beginning June 12th with Goldman Sachs, the lead banker of the offering. What's your take on this deal?
Well, I mean, we've been bullish for a long time. We got into it about 2 years ago. Now we've got about a $300 million position in our ETF. So we've got about 14%. We're very bullish on the stock. It's a three-engine empire, right? You've got the space, you've got Starlink, which is a crown jewel, and then you've got the optionality of XAI putting data centers potentially in space. So and then with the fast tracking of the indices, you've got of course, NASDAQ, which has about a 5 or 6% in weight, and they're going to fast track that. And that's about a $30 billion movement. And then you've got the S&P 500, which has another 300 or 400 billion behind it. And then the Russell. So you've got a lot of buying pressure with the indices.